Hi! Welcome to another episode of Rice Cooker Adventures, and today we're gonna make teriyaki chicken with broccoli rice. Yay! So my husband told me to follow a recipe today, but I'm not gonna. So all you want to do is take some chicken thighs. I tried to cut off as much fat and skin as possible because it's not good for you. So I'm gonna use some magic to chop them up. Wow, it worked. So you just want to chop them up a little bit. I just kind of sliced it kind of thick. And then I bought this brand of teriyaki sauce. It has sesame seeds in it. It seems a little thick. Seems like a good quality marinade. So we're going to use that. I'm going to use the magic again. And we're going to pour all of that chicken and marinade into a bag. And now you're just gonna let it sit on the counter while you chop some green onions and garlic. This is totally optional. I opened the fridge and I just happened to have some extra that I just wanted to use up. So chop them up. I just sliced the garlic. I cut the green onions into like maybe 1/2-inch cylinders, and then I kept the greens as like a fancy garnish. I guess you could add that to the marinade, but let's just save that for now. So go ahead and place all of that into a bowl, and then put the garlic and green onion into your bag, and then just mix it up. I sped this part up because it's not that interesting, when you're mixing chicken with marinade. Just mix it up. I'm using one hand, but go ahead and use both hands, and then let that marinate for a couple of hours in the fridge. So while that is marinating, you want to wash your rice. It looks like I used about maybe almost a cup. I use Calrose rice. It's one of my favorite rice. I don't know the plural of rice. Is it rices? Rose? Go ahead and wash it. Make sure that the water is clean. I went ahead and added some onion powder, garlic powder, and some chicken bouillon to flavor the rice. I've never done this, but I kind of figured it couldn't hurt. It would just flavor the rice. And then I went ahead and added some frozen broccoli. Now, it would have been a good idea if I put in the water first so I could measure the amount of water I'm adding, but I didn't. And that's okay. Whatever. Just go ahead and add your frozen broccoli, and you'll see why it's a problem. You can't see the amount of water you're adding after you fill up the rest of your rice cooker pot with frozen broccoli. Yeah, it pretty much filled it up to the brim. At this point, I realized my mistake. So I just went ahead and I eyeballed the water. And then I kind of moved the broccoli around a bit to see where the water was, what line it was hitting. And I think it's enough water. Hopefully it's not too much water, but it's okay. We're just gonna let it cook. Go ahead and close your rice cooker. And then, as always, we're gonna cook it in the quick setting. And then after about 40 minutes, you open it up and everything's cooked. The broccoli is fully cooked and soft. Let's see how the rice is. It looks like the rice is not overcooked. Fantastic. Okay, those are full kernels. Great. The lens at this point is getting a little bit foggy. So why don't we go ahead and use some of that movie magic again to mix the rice with the broccoli, and voila, there you go. Rice and broccoli is fully incorporated, mixed together. The rice looks fantastic, full grains. I kind of mixed from the bottom so it wouldn't become too gummy, because you don't want to break up the rice or make it mushy. So we're just gonna let that stay heated in the keep warm function of your rice cooker, just so it keeps it warm the entire time. Now remember that marinade we made earlier? Okay, now take that out, and we are going to cook it in the air fryer. Now, I could have just cooked it while I was cooking the rice, but I was kind of doing laundry and relaxing with a cup of tea, so I didn't want to. So I did a two-step process. You can do it together if you want. But at this point, I made a foil tray that fit inside the air fryer. Basically, I took the foil, I measured it, and then I kind of crimped it to make like a little pan. So we're basically going to use the air fryer as an oven, right? So go ahead and pour your mixture in there. And then we're going to basically cook it on, let's see, should we do 370? No, let's do 350. It's kind of low, but, oh, okay, 330. That's a good temperature. It's low. Let's cook it for 30 minutes. And we are going to sporadically like mix it with a spoon every once in a while. So when you have about, let's see, 12 minutes left, let's see, take it out, and that's looking pretty good. The point is not to brown the chicken, but really just to cook the chicken. And then because it's an air fryer, it's a kind of like a convection oven, it will automatically brown your chicken on the top. So as you're mixing it, you're incorporating the juices and the sugars and the spices all together. So it's all gonna cook pretty evenly, and it's all gonna caramelize pretty well. Okay, so after you mix it, stick it back into your air fryer. It's looking good. And let it cook. I had a helper today. When you have 2 minutes left, go ahead and mix it again. It's looking pretty good, right? The sauce is thickening up. Yeah, nothing's burnt. It looks like it needs more than 2 minutes. So why don't we just cook that for maybe another 4 minutes? Let's add like a few more minutes to the air fryer. Yeah, that should be enough time to make it perfect. Wow, look at that. You cooked that in the air fryer. That looks amazing. It's not messy. Everything's perfectly cooked. Let's check the rice. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. The rice is looking amazing. So let's go ahead and start spooning that into our bowl. I ended up using just a spatula because I wanted to not break the rice, and also I wanted to save my spoon for the teriyaki chicken. So go ahead and pour or spoon or spatula your rice and broccoli into your bowl. I love how this came out. Like, usually I prefer broccoli raw or just al dente, but for this, it's not mushy. And I love how the tiny little florets are incorporated into the rice. It's amazing. And then go ahead and spoon on your teriyaki chicken. I had a little bit of a hard time trying to spoon something from the air fryer, but eventually I got the hang of it. Go ahead and spoon your teriyaki chicken. Oh my gosh, look at that! Wow, that just looks delicious. Wow. I mean, who would have thought you could make this in the air fryer and the rice and broccoli in the rice cooker, right? Now go ahead and just sprinkle the green onion tops that you kind of like saved, right? Unless you incorporate it into your chicken. But if you don't have it, go ahead and do that. And then I also had some oranges, so I added a few slices of oranges just for decor, and also really just to eat it, really. And there you go. And here you have teriyaki chicken with broccoli rice, all cooked in the rice cooker and an air fryer. and for the glamour shot. As always, thank you for visiting my channel and have a great rest of your day. Bye!